don't know what to do with my hair, y'all. It's just frizzy. Oh well. Hi guys, my name is Emma. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry I've been a little bit MIA. I didn't upload last week. I just wasn't feeling well. It was nothing crazy, just like a little bit of a cold. But I decided to just like listen to my body, just like relax. I also had some like school stuff going on as well. But we're back this week. I feel better. My throat, it might sound a little bit scratchy. I don't know if it'll come across on camera. It feels scratchy. So for today's video, oops, sorry about the fingerprints, I'm gonna be testing the UOMA, I believe it's pronounced, Trippin Smooth Powder. It is a loose powder. Oh, sorry, it's reflective. Hello. This is what it looks like. I have the shade Light, and the reason I wanted to test it is because of the mechanism that holds the powder in that makes it like incredible for traveling. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Ooh, it says twist. You can kind of see it. It says twist right there, and you like twist the clear part, I think. And it dispenses powder. And I like to use loose powder for setting my under eyes, chin, mouth area, nose, and forehead. So I like to bring loose powder with me when I travel, like if I like go home to see my family in the Midwest. But, you know, loose powder isn't exactly travel friendly. So I really like this idea of just like dispensing whatever you want and then just like stopping it from dispensing after that. And you saw I dispensed a little bit here. I'll do a little bit more as like, ooh, demonstration. So you twist, clear part, a little bit more powder comes out. It's hard to show you guys on camera, but I promise it's happening. Like I said, the places I like to use loose powder to set, and then I like to use pressed powder to set like the rest of my face, like my temples and my cheeks and jawline and stuff. But I'm gonna be using this all over my face today, just so I can test the coverage, the overall setting ability, how other products perform on top of it. The only cream product I'm using is like a cream contour from Fenty, and then everything else is gonna be like cream bronzer, powder bronzer, powder blush, and then a powder highlight, which I'm gonna grab in a second because I realized I grabbed a ColourPop one. Well, actually no, I am gonna use the ColourPop one because it would be interesting to see how like a you know, the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters, that like kind of creamy to powder texture. It would be interesting to see how that performs because that is a powder that I use a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. So I'm just gonna do my primer, foundation, and concealer really quickly, and my bronzer. Not my bronzer, my cream contour. And I do have a couple of things that I need to do today, like go to FedEx and maybe go to a thrift store to drop off some clothes that don't fit me anymore, if I get there before it closes. And we also only have 39 minutes of battery for some reason. Whatever, we might have to be turning the camera off and putting the battery in while I do my makeup, which is unfortunate. Because I wanted you guys to see if I was struggling to blend anything or if it went on super smoothly, but I'll just tell you how it goes after I put it on. We're just gonna have to do that, so I'm gonna be right back. With a little bit more charge now, kind of. But really quick, what I used to do my base was the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, the Makeup by Mario foundation, the new one, obviously. I don't think he has another one. And then the KVD Good Apple Concealer, and then the Fenty Beauty Matchstick. There we go, Matchsticks next in the amber. So, this powder. Let's read some claims, shall we? Sorry if I'm tilted. The Ulta app says, secure the blur with this super fine weightless Trippin Smooth powder from UOMA. Create a soft focused matte finish that minimizes fine lines and reduces the appearance of pores for skin so smooth you'll think you're trippin'. Okay, love it. And the benefits are, it is a multi-use powder that can be used to bake, set, or prime to create a flawless complexion. Oh, interesting. The unique powder dispenser makes for controlled application, making powder overload a thing of the past. It is vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, formulated without parabens, D5, and it's fragrance-free. It's also a Black-owned brand, so love to support. So key ingredients include microfine spheres, finely milled that provide a seamless and undetectable finish that provide a matte and oil controlled effect, and emollients known to have skin moisturizing benefits. Which I always thought like skincare benefits. Where's my Juno & Co? Oh, it's right there. I always like, cause I have, you know, foundation and primer and concealer and other stuff on, so why would I need it to be hydrating, you know? So I'm excited to use it. Let's see how it works out for me. I'm just gonna open it. And I am going to use a powder puff, a triangle powder puff that I got off of Amazon. Looks like this, needs to be cleaned. And so I'm gonna load this up. I'm gonna blend out my concealer. I'm gonna load this up first. It's good to get like the very tip in to the powder. Tap off a little bit of the excess. It does look like it's gonna have some coverage, so we'll see. Blend out my concealer. Creasing under my eyes. Powder floating everywhere. Okay. Keep my eyes open. I'm just gonna pat it in. So this is with the powder. This is without. I kind of feel like it added a little bit of coverage. I feel like my under eyes aren't as bright now. I might need translucent for under my eyes, but it does look really smooth. It does feel very, very set. Like it's not going anywhere. I really like how it feels. It feels super weightless. Love, love, love. Super smooth, looks really smooth. So now, ooh, okay, well I definitely let the other side crease. And load it back up, looking same. Tap off the excess, pack it in. Okay, it's not doing anything funky with the concealer, which is good because the KVD Good Apple Concealer is in fact one of my favorites. So I'm using stuff I know I like the Hydro Grip Primer, the milk one. I know I said I didn't really like it, but it's really growing on me now that I like let it sit on my skin a little bit longer before applying foundation. I like the Mario one. I really like the KVD one. So I wanted to see how it works with stuff I know works for me. And it looks, so far, looks really good. Looks pretty flawless. It's playing well. It's not doing a weird like, I don't know what that's called, when like your pores become super visible and like the concealer, the like powder, concealer, foundation are all starting to bunch up. Like, not like pilling, but like little holes within your pores, and then the rest of the foundation has been moved. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope someone knows what I'm talking about, but it's not doing that, so. It looks good. I like how it looks. Now I'm gonna set my chin, my smile lines, and my upper lip, my nose and forehead. And what I like, I can just like dip in and then pat off. I don't have to pour it into my, into the lid or anything like that. Which I feel like I end up losing a lot of powder that way, because it all like spills out when I go to close it, or I have to like tap off excess into the trash can that's like on the sides, or wipe it off or whatever. So my chin's a little sweaty. I feel like it's not really taking away that shine, but it does feel set. So maybe I'm just looking, maybe it's just the light's reflecting from my ring light. I'm gonna set around the mouth, the nose. A little bit of excess on the nose, let's put that off. A clean part of the powder puff. Don't know if this works, never tried this. Maybe a lot of y'all are like, that's not doing anything. You're probably right. Between the eyebrows. And we're gonna blend out any creases on my forehead and set the forehead with the powder puff. And for the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with a powder brush. So far, so good. I feel like it looks, I'm getting even closer. Turn on the brightness just a touch. It looks pretty flawless. It feels very set. Feels a little powdery, but that's okay. I did literally just put it on. Ooh, my teeth. I feel like it looks good. I feel like it looks nice. I don't think it has any, like, it has like the tiniest bit of coverage like under my eyes, but everywhere else I don't feel like it's given a lot of coverage, which is fine. I don't always want coverage in my powders. But if you are looking for coverage in powder, that might, be important to you. I'm gonna set the rest of my face. Usually don't do this, but I wanna really, ooh, hello, really test out the powder. And we're just gonna attack the face. Will I ever not look at the viewfinder? Probably not. So I am very sorry. Patchy. Okay. Sorry, Belle. Apparently I didn't blend my contour well enough. Apologies, apologies. Well, that's sad, so I can use the bronzer to make it look a little better. I didn't have to pour any of that into the lid. Mess is so minimal. I really like this. I don't need to ever use another loose powder again. And so I do feel set. You can definitely see a little bit of shine on my chin. When I touch it, it feels very set. It doesn't feel wet, but you can see the shine a little bit. I don't feel like I look super powdery, maybe a little bit under my eyes, where I packed it on. My pores have been a little bit crazy lately, because I'm using a new toner because Pacifica, it seems like they're not gonna sell their acne fighting astringent toner anymore, which is a little upsetting. Don't love that. It's my favorite toner. And so I was using a sample size of the Paula's Choice toner. I think it's a viral one. And that, like, my pores were empty. They were empty, but it burned the crap out of my skin. So like, my pores were empty because they were singed off. They were singed clean. What? It burned whatever was in the pores out, like, it like melted it. Melted the gunk, but it hurt. So now I'm using a toner from Burt's Bees, which is their like aloe one with witch hazel, which I don't really like witch hazel, and now I feel like my pores are just so clogged. And they were like really open with the Paula's Choice one, but like I said, it really hurt. With the Pacifica one, they were like not completely clear, but they were a lot more smooth. And now with this one, it just feels like I have bumps all over my nose and cheek area. What can you do? I guess I'm on the hunt for a new toner, so let me know. But yeah, otherwise I feel like it's very smooth. I'm very interested to see how it holds up throughout the day, since it does look a little bit, my chin still looks a little shiny. It doesn't really look shiny anywhere else, so I'm wondering if that's literally just like the ring light. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I will let you know how it sits. I'll be right back. So the makeup is done. What is, we're just, okay. I think, ignore the brows. I don't know what happened. I messed, I don't know. But I think the powder products went on okay. Well, now you just can't see me a little bit. They went on fine. I feel like they caught just a little bit in some places. Oh, what? Hello? I gotta clean off my eyelash curlers more often because I left smudges there. So, like, I felt like it caught a little bit, so it took me a little bit longer to blend, but maybe I just added too much powder. So maybe I just added a little too much powder so it didn't want to blend as well. So I'll get some footage of me in natural lighting, like on my phone or something like that, and I'll try to remember to do check-ins throughout the day, and if I don't, that just, I'll just like check in with my phone at the very end of the day and let you know how everything went. I mean, I'll do that regardless, but there might be some check-ins in the middle, so I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm sitting in my car. I just finished my errands. I'm about to go back home to my apartment. I'm on like a residential side street. No one's here out yet, but they will be soon. It's almost 5. I think my makeup looks okay. Definitely, like, it's only been a little under 2 hours, and I definitely feel like my chin is a little bit, like, a touch oily, nothing crazy though, which is nice. I do be looking a little bit powdery up top. I do notice a lot of creasing right here, but it's really sunny out. God, what is happening up here? We're just not gonna think about it. You can see my pores, like, front camera, my. You can see that's my clogged pores and everything. But for like the skin that it's sitting on, it's doing pretty well. And this creasing was from like walking outside and like looking into the sun and everything to like do my errands. A lot of texture. That's okay though. Everyone has texture. Everyone's skin is textured. A little bit of creasing here, but I low-key kind of set that crease earlier when I was doing my makeup without realizing it. So yeah, it looks good. My skin doesn't, but I think the powder's holding up really well so far. Maybe just like a touch oily, but again, I was walking around like in the sun. So I'm on my way back home, and I will do another check-in in maybe an hour or two or so once I start eating dinner, or after I eat dinner. So yeah, see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so this is my last check-in and wrap up for the video. We're looking a little oily, just a little bit. I did realize that when I put the setting spray on, that's kind of defeats the purpose of testing the powder a little bit. You know, you want to see how the powder wears like by itself. Sorry, here's a mess. I don't know what to do with it. Can help me, please leave comments. Help, whatever's happening, flyaways. Anyway, but at the same time, you know, you want to test the powder like entirely by itself, but then, you know, I would normally just spray on setting spray. I would not just use a powder by itself like 90% of the time if I'm going to be doing my makeup. So I don't know, take with that what you will. If you want me to redo this without the setting spray, let me know. But yeah, we're pretty oily. Lovely texture. We're pretty oily, but that's okay. It's not like anything crazy. Got makeup bunched up there. That's okay. And I smudged lip liner. We're just gonna be real. We're just gonna be really real. It's not any like shinier or oilier than any other powder that I've used after, I believe it's been 6 hours now. You know, it's on par. I feel like I want to still try other foundations, primers, concealers, setting spray, stuff like that to see how it wears. I feel like I do like it. My mind is not blown though. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, like we need to run out and buy this, everyone needs it. But it is a decent powder. Like, it's a good powder. It's just nothing that I personally haven't seen before. So yeah, but again, I am going to keep trying it. I did notice that like there was a little bit glitter stuff from the Makeup by Mario foundation, since that foundation does have mica in it. So I might try a different foundation. Like, I mean, I already said I was going to do that. And I am going to try a different foundation, concealer, all that stuff. Try only using it on those areas where I use, like, powder puff to set. Maybe not use it all over my face. Try different amounts, a little less powder, a little more, and I'll play with it, and I can update you guys in another video. Again, if you want me to try it without the setting spray, let me know. And yeah, overall thoughts, it's a good powder. It's a decent powder. I liked how it wore. Throughout the day. But it's nothing that is really standing out to me at this point in time. So good powder, decent powder, and I would be happy to travel with it and use that mechanism that I love so much. And the twist, it's just so good. It's just so good. A loose powder you can travel with. Works well. It works well. So yeah, that'll be it for this week's video, guys. I don't have a ton of ideas right now for videos, so if you have any ideas, go ahead and comment them below, and I will most likely do them, because I have like 2 more ideas in the bank, and then I'm out. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!